This is Gillian with Caribbean Caterers. Let's concentrate on the program for your gala here because it is so important that we integrate the food presentation, and the food service with the gala program. So let's say your gala calls for a standing affair. Maybe it's a more youthful crowd. Maybe your venue has limitations on seating. Maybe it's early or late in the afternoon instead of at dinner time. Maybe it's after dinner. All these things will indicate a sophisticated, standing, elegant affair. Or maybe you want the more traditional seated meal. Your program will need to accommodate several courses. Do you serve during the program? Or do you write in a mealtime in your program? This is the most traditional option, which can still be further customized to suit the needs of your program and your guests. So it is vitally important that your caterer understands your program so we can properly accommodate it and your guests and having a seamless experience. Before we get to even talk about the actual menu that we can serve, we have to go back and talk about the guest experience, talk about your program, talk about the space that we're in, talk about how to effectively move people through that space. There are many moving parts that we will discuss before we actually get to a specific menu. So you see, there are many things that you typically don't consider that are going on here besides simply having a good meal at your event. A lot of galas have just a seated meal. Even in the seated meal, you can do plated or you can do buffet. Even though the guests are seated with plated, you have a choice of entree or a dual plate. So there are lots of options that you want your guests to have. So we will need to talk about that style at your gala. Your generous donors and your sponsors will be proud to attend and invite other dignitaries to share in their experience. Your event will become coveted. Gala attendance will soar, and once we've decided on the service style, the presentation, the space, the part in your program that the food and beverage will integrate into the program when you have your guests in the space, now is when we actually start to talk about the type of foods that will hold up in that situation, where the gala is a lengthy span of time, or maybe when your gala is so large that you have several service points. So again, going back to the meal that's exciting, memorable, tasty, and the talk of your gala in the DC area for a long time to come, or at least until next year's gala. So call us so we can talk you through various needs for your organization, your guests, your gala location. We will help you design that perfect menu for your gala.